You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on InuYasha Castle Beyond the Looking Glass. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal, Rurouni K95 here. So we got another anime review. For today's anime review is InuYasha Castle Beyond the Looking Glass. The story begins with the defeat of Naraku by InuYasha, Kagome, Moroku, and their friends. There is some initial doubt as to whether Naraku is truly dead, until it is revealed that the wind tunnel in Moroku's right hand is gone and Kagura's heart is in her body again. Kagome, Sango, and Shippo relax in a hot spring until Akitoki Hojo shows up, who is quite confused to how he can get to Mount Fuji. He notices the three bathing but is caught by Moroku. Sango then notices Moroku and mistakes that he is peeping on them before she manages to throw a huge boulder on him. InuYasha hears the noise and comes running. Tessaiga is drawn. However, Kagome, who is really afraid that InuYasha will see her naked yet again, orders him to sit, who promptly falls in on the three as Akitoki crawls away. Contemplating his luck, InuYasha and Kagome are once again in a fierce debate. Soon after this, the group disbands with InuYasha. Kagome and Shippo are pairing off to pursue the remaining shards of the Shikan no Tama, Moroku returning to his master, and Sango returning to her village to search for Kohaku. Kagome briefly returns to her time period to catch up in school and happens to be learning about the legend Princess Kaguya. Kaguya was a maiden from the moon, founded by a bamboo cutter in the forest. As suitors opposed to her, Kaguya presented to them impossible tasks before returning to the moon. Kagura and Kana, the two surviving incarnations of Naraku, are somewhat restless now that Naraku is dead. They come across in a mirror in a hidden shrine and awaken a maiden who declares herself Kaguya, princess of the heavens. In exchange for freeing her, Kaguya promises to give Kagura her true heart's desire, freedom. Kagura and Kana set out to recover 5 items that will free Kaguya from her mirror completely. Kohaku has returned to Sango's village without any memory as to who he is. Moroku's master Mushin presents him with a task that is to be given to surviving descendant who defeats Naraku. Moroku is to destroy a yokai who threatens to cast the world into an eternal night, at which the first sign of the yokai's appearance for the first time in 50 years is a full moon shining for many nights. Kagome returns to InuYasha's time, and the two of them, along with Shippo, go to find the remaining shards of the jewel. InuYasha detects Naraku's presence and runs into Kagura instead. Kagura easily rips the sleeve off of InuYasha's robe of the fire rat. She and Kana are about to take their leave when the moon appears and a poem is said. Kaguya makes her appearance and uses her ability to discern the darkness of InuYasha's heart against him. Kagura unleashes her most powerful attack, Dance of the Dragon, and InuYasha sends it back to her by using his Black Lash Wave, but is stopped by Kana, who uses her mirror to send the attack back at InuYasha. Kagome manages to stop Kaguya from inflicting major damage to InuYasha, and the demons leave, with Kaguya noting Kagome has a strange aurora about her that does not agree with the flow of time. InuYasha and company leave to pursue Kaguya and run into Akitoki Hojo, the ancestor of Kagome's classmate, who is supposed to dispose of family heirloom, a Romo celestial robe, into Mount Fuji. He joins them partly because he has a bit of a crush on Kagome and partly because he is being blackmailed by Shippo for an earlier incident. Meanwhile, Kikyo investigates Naraku's death and comes across a slaughtered village where a dying girl gives her the stone begging bowl of Buddha. Moroku, with his tanuki servant Hachimon, journeys to his grandfather's grave to find the yokai he is supposed to destroy. He hears that the local legend of the celestial maiden Kaguya, Moroku's grandfather, who was one of the most powerful priests in the series, which is evidenced by the fact that he was able to defeat Kaguya alone, sealed her way into a mirror, and was unable to kill her due to her beauty and his own lecherous ways. Kaguya's Hagoromo was entrusted to a family that was also given specific instructions for disposing of the robe should Kaguya be freed. Kagura arrives in Sango's village and attacks Kohaku, taking off with the swallow's cowrie shell that was in Kohaku's possession after Kikyo surrenders the stone bowl of Buddha without a fight to Kagura. She and Kana free Kaguya from her mirror. Kaguya goes to find her Hagoromo and runs into InuYasha and Kagome. After pinning InuYasha to a tree, Kagome fires an arrow to kill Kaguya, but she absorbs it and fires it back at InuYasha. Kagome instantly, in reaction, jumps in front of the arrow, and Akitoki quickly throws the Hagoromo celestial robe in between the arrow and Kagome, but Kagome still gets struck by her own arrow. The arrow impaling into her back, she states she is happy that InuYasha is alright, even smiles despite being greatly wounded. InuYasha demands why she had to do that, and she tiredly says, "It's no big deal. Besides, you're always saving me, aren't you?" Before she collapses to the ground, seemingly dead. InuYasha, thinking Kagome is truly dead, and goes frantic, screaming in her name, thrashing and fighting against the vines, pinning him to the tree. Kaguya chuckles, and InuYasha furiously and savagely threatens Kaguya for killing Kagome. Kaguya then takes Kagome's body and assures InuYasha that she won't let Kagome die so easily, and to follow her if he desires. InuYasha breaks free from the tree, and fuming and boiling in anger and fury, and begins to do just so, fiercely determined to rescue Kagome. Kaguya, whose power has increased exponentially now that she has the Hagoromo, prepares to freeze time into eternal night. InuYasha meets up with Moroku and Sango, Kohaku, Kilala, and Shippo, who had all survived the time freeze due to Kagome's bandages, which gives them immunity, most likely due to how they are from another time. They prepare to rescue Kagome and stop Kaguya. InuYasha, who is also immune to stop due to the time stop due to secretly wearing a locket Kagome had given him earlier in the film that he initially refused, then reclaims he has his robe of the fire rat that Kaguya had stolen. It is then revealed that Kaguya was in fact a demon who observed the real Kaguya and taken on her beauty and power. Kaguya then turns InuYasha into a full demon, but his voice wakens Kagome up, and she attempts to stop the transformation by hugging him, saying, "I love you," as a half-demon InuYasha. Because of that, InuYasha sees Kagome in his mind running toward him as InuYasha tries to attack her. Kagome desperately says, "I love you. I love you," as a half-demon. Then this stops InuYasha from attacking. However, it doesn't work completely. Hoping to fully awaken InuYasha's human spirit, Kagome kisses him. Shippo, seeing this, becomes embarrassed and hides. Kaguya orders InuYasha to kill Kagome during their embrace. Kagome mentally asks InuYasha, "InuYasha, you want to be with me, don't you?" While she thinks this, a tear rolls down her cheek. Her attempts to stop the transformation works, and as InuYasha and Kagome kiss, however, Kaguya's mirror cracks, returning InuYasha to his half-demon, half-human form. InuYasha, now fully realizing what is going on, returns Kagome's kissing back her back. He then they pull back. He pulls Kagome in a hug, and they shortly embrace. And he tells her that he will remain as a half demon for a little while longer. But just before her, but then Naraku reappears from Kohaku's back, revealing that he purposely faked his death, hoping to draw Kaguya out. However, Naraku, during this point in the series, was still a half demon and thus wasn't able to to battle on her equal terms. Moroku that if they destroy Kaguya, Naraku would just consume her and become immortal, and if Kaguya destroys them, in either case, Naraku benefits. Exasperated, InuYasha decides they should just kill both their enemies and charges at Kaguya. However, as Kaguya charges up a deadly spell, Moroku uses the wind tunnel to pull InuYasha out of danger. At the same time, Kagome has Shippo transform into a bow and retrieves Moroku's staff to use a substitute arrow. As Kaguya readies another spell, InuYasha uses Backlash Wave against her. In response, Kaguya uses her mirror to reflect the attack back against him. Refusing back down, InuYasha leaps towards the Backlash Wave and uses the Wind Scar against it. Kagome then shoots Moroku's staff through the attack and shatters the mirror, allowing the Wind Scar to overwhelm Kaguya's attack and destroy her. Unfortunately, the battle has rendered the castle unstoppable. The group attempts to flee, but Kaguya shows up again in the form of the Black Cloud and attempts to possess Kagome and for it again to gain a new body. Naraku reappears intending to absorbing Kaguya, but InuYasha stops him with the Wind Scar. Moroku ends his ambitious by using the wind tunnel to absorb Kaguya, fulfilling his grandfather's wish. Naraku then escapes with Kohaku, Kagura, and Kana through the broken mirror, followed by the others. Shippo is lagging behind in the tunnel and looks back, I guess, from what's going on. Lagging at Kaguya is right behind him, but instead he wakes up in a field with everyone is there now safe from danger, relieving him. After the credits, Moroku attempts to kiss Sango, causing her to slap him in the face. Moroku tries to attempt his saying that Kagome and InuYasha have already kissed, causing InuYasha and Kagome to blush. On hearing this, InuYasha then begins to stumble words out by saying it's not like we wanted to do it, making Kagome mad, but as InuYasha realizes what he said, he tries to fix it. It was wording. Kagome says InuYasha sit, and InuYasha smashes his face into the ground, and the end screen shows a locket of InuYasha and Kagome as Shippo says, "InuYasha, grow up, would you?" And in the end, Atoki Hoji throws Kaguya's Hagomoro into a volcano to stop any other beings from Other Ka for using his power. So that's my review on InuYasha Castle Beyond the Looking Glass. And here's a little trivia before I finish. Cherry from the anime series Urusei Yatsura can be spotted appearing as a Jizo statue midway through the film. So that's my review on InuYasha Castle Beyond the Looking Glass. So that's going to be it for my anime review on InuYasha Castle Beyond the Looking Glass. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my quick thoughts. I have InuYasha Castle Beyond the Looking Glass on DVD, which is in my anime collection, I guess, because this is the second InuYasha anime movie for today's anime review. Hope subscribe for content at my Anime Planet, link in the description down below. Share this video on your Twitter and Facebook. If you have Twitter and Facebook account, be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button on this video. Please leave in the comments on suggestions of which anime should I review next in the link down below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RurouniK95. Feel free to join my channel as well. Be sure to click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other videos that I've uploaded more recently, I guess, because this is my new anime review, and that's all I have to say for today's anime review. So keep it otaku for this anime review on InuYasha Castle Beyond the Looking Glass, and that's all I have to say. This is RurouniK95 saying thank you for watching my anime review. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you soon, and have a great day. This concludes my anime review. This is RurouniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my new anime review on today's anime review, which is InuYasha Movie 2, Castle Beyond the Looking Glass.